Greetings. Welcome to my channel, View from my desktop. We here at View from my desktop like to show affordable hi-fi equipment that both sounds nice and is at a budget price. So let's get started. Please remember to reach over and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We really do appreciate it, and it helps us out a lot. And today we're going to talk about some very nice sounding speakers by a company called Fluance. This is a Canadian company, and their products are probably underpriced because of their direct marketing. You might have heard that before if you heard anything about the Fluance company. These speakers here there's some other speakers by Fluance, and these are the Fluance signature speakers, and these come with magnetic grills, and they have this here black, like a piano finish, and these are very nice looking speakers. Very, very nice looking speakers. Front ported, 1-inch silk dome tweeter, 2 front ports, and a 5-inch glass fiber woofer with this cone thing in here. This thing really sounds nice. These are some very, I guess how I would describe these speakers as, these are, they sound musical to me. They just sound musical. The highs are not fatiguing. The mids and lows are both soft and warm, but not overly warm. Just an enjoyable speaker to listen to. By them being front ported, you can put them any place. The signature series is said to be an upgrade in the workmanship of like the elite speakers. You know, just better components, and you know, they're not really extremely sensitive. They can handle, you know, a little bit of power, you know, over 100 watts, and they just look and sound nice. They, I know, like I said, I like the fact that they are front ported. I like the fact they have magnetic grills. They go for about in the $200 range. Let's see if I can turn this thing around here. Okay, see it has brackets, rear brackets for hanging on the wall, and some little feet things down here so they can stick out a little bit. Nice 5-way binding post. Got the little Canadian flag thing going on here, and I don't know, you know, that's their thing. But on Fluance, on the back here it says power handling between 30 to 120 watts, frequency response 60 hertz to 20,000 hertz. And like any other one, bookshelf speaker, they sound better with a subwoofer. There's no getting around that. These, I don't know what these things are made of, but these things are dust magnets. I can tell you that though. These things, I clean these things a lot. But they're magnetic, so I just pull them off and, you know, rinse them off, wipe them off, and they're fine. Nice looking speaker, nice cabinet. You know, got that little sort of like a trapezoid type of design, something along those lines. But anyway, this is a nice speaker. The Fluance speakers to me, sound very musical. You know, I think that's where they shine the most. You know, I like listening to them. You know, I like to listen to a lot of speakers. So I'm not gonna say that but they just sound like they should be playing music, as opposed to at least this particular design. They have another design. I'll show you some in the future, some surround type speakers with a different sort of way it's designed. But these speakers just sound, you know, they sound good with talking and, you know, surround sound and all that kind of stuff too. I did have these set up as surround sounds for a little while to see how they sound. We had them rear surround sounds too, and but these are, you know, these can easily be your main speakers. I mean, look at that. That's a nice looking speaker. It's a nice looking speaker. Just is. And like I said, because there's magnetic, you know, the thing looks nice with, you know, without the grill on it. And got the Fluance name down here. You know, like I said, frequency response 60 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So it you know, it gets low enough, but like I said, with a subwoofer to get that bottom end, it sound even better. But yeah, another one in that $200 range. I'm probably have to do a side by side with some of these $200 speakers. They do go on sale. We'll see. They do go on sale from time to time, and if you catch them on sale, that's an even better bargain. So, you know, keep a lookout for these if you're looking for something that sounds very musical sounding. The Fluance, you know, the Fluance signature surround sound speakers. All right, and I think that'll be it for this video. And yeah, and I should say these are one of my main listening to speakers too. You know, I have a couple. I rotate my speakers, but there are some that stay in a rotation more than other ones, and these are one of those. And they're out of the rotation right now for the video. And yeah, I like them. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching. Peace.